welcome back to my channel, Woman on a Journey. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I talk about all things motherhood, living a non-toxic and holistic lifestyle, homeschool, marriage, and faith. So if any of those things interest you, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button below and you can click the bell on the side for notifications for whenever I post new videos. So today I want to talk about some non-toxic changes that you can make in your kitchen. And the first thing I want to bring up is about aluminum. Aluminum foil, aluminum baking sheets, and even the cookware that we're using that contain aluminum inside. And the problem with aluminum is when heated, it actually can leach into our food. And aluminum is known as a neurotoxin, which means that excessive amounts of it can actually disrupt the healthy processes of our brain, and it can cause problems such as Alzheimer's. And so we do unfortunately consume the aluminum almost on a daily basis, whether it's deodorant that we're using, processed foods, eating out. I mean, there's so many different ways that we could be consuming aluminum. So it's really important for us to try to limit it where we can. And the kitchen is definitely somewhere where we have control over that. And so the first thing I want to recommend is using unbleached parchment paper. And the reason why I say unbleached parchment paper is because the bleached paper actually contains dioxin, which is a highly toxic compound. And so you're better off always using unbleached. And if you do feel like you need to use aluminum for any reason, then I recommend, whether it's to wrap your food or to cook your food in, I recommend putting the parchment paper between your food and that aluminum so that it doesn't leach into your food, whether you're cooking it or storing it, whatever the case may be. For me, I actually used to always store my sandwiches and take them with me in aluminum foil. And so that's a change that I have made, that whenever I have sandwiches or if I want to take some kind of snack around with me, I use these paper sandwich bags, and they're really cute. But they're a nice size and they come with a sticker so you can actually fold it and keep it closed. But you can put snacks in it for you or your kids. You can put your sandwiches in it, and it doesn't take up any space, and it's way healthier. This is unbleached, and it actually is non-wax, so it doesn't have any toxins in them. So that's another thing that you can, a change that you can make. The other thing that I want to focus on is plastic. Now, I'm sure like many of you, I was the type of person who, as long as it said BPA free, then I thought we were all good. You know, no worry about toxins or anything getting into my food, not being good for me or my son. And that's unfortunately a flat out lie. Most BPA free containers or even ziploc bags, they still contain something called BPS, which is a similar toxin that's used or chemical that's used, and it can cause the same issues that BPA can, and that includes birth defects, that includes asthma, and that even includes unfortunately cancer. And so one of the changes that I did make, and it started with my plastic containers, was to get glass containers such as these. And though they are a little bit heavier than a plastic container, I will say, aside from them being better for you, I love the fact that you don't have to smell, after you wash it, you don't still smell some of the food that you had in it. It doesn't get stained easily. And that's something that, BPA free or not, plastic containers, they take on the smell of the food. They take on the color of it if you have pasta or something in there. And so definitely this is a change that is worth making. And all these changes that I'm recommending, some of them are easy changes, such as the parchment paper and the sandwich bags. And then some of them will probably take more time, depending on what you're capable of doing. And that's okay. The whole point is for you to be informed, do your research, and try to do the changes that you can make in your kitchen or in your lifestyle, wherever it may be. And one of the things for me that I used all the time, and I had been wanting to get change that for a while, was Ziploc bags. I use Ziploc bags for everything, to freeze the meat, to put things in the refrigerator, to store some of my son's snacks and things like that. So this was something that took me a while to kind of just invest in getting. And but these are reusable. They come in all different sizes. These are leak proof, and the material that it's made out of is silicone. And it's important to do your research when you are looking for silicone Ziploc bags, because not all of them are 100% made of the silicone, and usually the ones that are, they are more expensive. And these I got were a little bit cheaper, and I'll link them down below. But what's great is you can marinate your food in it. It doesn't spill. It's leak proof. You just slide this out, open it, put your things in them, and just slide it back in. And so this is definitely something worth getting and investing in when you can. And the other thing I recommend doing also is when we go to the grocery store, there's no guarantee that the plastic bags, that there's no chemicals in those plastic bags. And so I did get these mesh bags, and I really like them. I like that the vegetables and the fruits actually stay fresher in these because of the mesh. They allow the fruit and vegetable to breathe. And with plastic, they're not breathing, and they can actually soak up more moisture, and they end up going bad quicker. So this is something that was not that expensive, and is definitely worth investing in. Another thing that you want to kind of stay away from is plastic utensils, the cooking utensils. And the reason why is, again, the heat. The heat is going to those to the utensils and going into your food. And just like if you have food in a plastic container and that leaches into your food, the same way using cooking utensils can do the same thing. And so I definitely recommend looking into some silicone ones, and these are an example of what I have. And or you can look at wood options, and these are bamboo. And so I definitely recommend looking at that and just making those little changes into your kitchen, and they're just overall going to better the health of you and your family. So I hope that this video was helpful, and if it was, please give it a thumbs up. If there's non-toxic changes that you've made in your kitchen that you want to share, please do so below. If anything in your lifestyle that you've changed or you'd like to see videos on, please comment below as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.